Hey guys, Operator7 here. Welcome to the video review of the ARES L1A1 SLR. This gun is so long I can barely fit it into the picture, so bear with me. Anyways, this is based on the gun used by the British Army on the Falklands, so the FAL or the FAL, and it is based in terms of length and in terms of basically the construction is based on that gun. In terms of the construction of this gun, you have the top cover is made of steel, while the basically the receiver is made out of zinc alloy, so it's quite sturdy and quite well built. And then you have the polymer grip stock and the polymer handguard, as well as a polymer the carrying handle, which of course has it's also metal right there. So again, the gearbox is reinforced, although it's not an EFCS gearbox as in, for instance, the Amoeba series. It is still a gearbox. It is very snappy in terms of response, thanks to the high torque motor that they've included there, which is basically a short motor, not one of the long motors, and it really is snappy using, for instance, a 9.9 LiPo battery. The magazine you see there is a 120 round capacity magazine, so it's a mid cap. And yes, I've tried using the same magazines that I have, for instance, on my ARES M110 or the SR25, and believe me, they won't fit. So this is kind of proprietary, and yes, so be aware of that. Apart from that, you have two firing modes. Basically, you have one firing mode. You have single, and that's it. So this is kind of locked to semi-auto. You can get the gun to work on full auto, and I'll show you how to, but basically the lever won't allow you to go to full auto. You'll need a different lever, which you can get from ARES as well. What you can get is a top rail, which you can mount on top of the receiver, and will allow you to have, for instance, optics, run your optics. So those are two extras that you can basically get, but as separate. It's not coming in the package. In the package, you'll get, of course, the 120 round mag. You will get a loader, a small loader, and of course the cleaning rod, and that's it basically. And then of course you'll get the gun. On closer inspection, as you can see here, you have the magazine release, which is basically you just push this and then pull the mag out, push the mag to the front, and then it releases the mag. This gun is not probably the most ambidextrous gun. The mag release is located on the left hand side, also the fire selector on the left hand side, so it's more of not as lefty friendly as it could be, but still is quite usable. Nevertheless, you have here on the front you'll get one sling point which rotates, which is quite nice. You have the metal flip up sight, which is very sturdy. You have the one piece outer barrel, and this is I believe it's 14 millimeters counterclockwise, if I'm not mistaken, and this is basically the flash hider which you can unscrew and remove. Here you have the really nice and sturdy. As you can see, it's really nice and sturdy, amazing, and it locks in place. So this is the charging handle, and as you can see, it basically allows you to adjust the hop-up unit. It doesn't lock back, but it is a really nice sound. Also, here is the back flip-up sight, which is adjustable, and you've got the fire selector, which is quite large, and when using it with the left hand, I found myself kind of this gets in the way, but again you'll get used to it. And this is part of the disassembly process, but especially I want to show you something here on the real steel one, of course, and here as well. But this is what I want to show you. When you press this, the upper gets slightly free, and then you can turn the the fire selection lever all the way down, and this will allow you to have full auto, although really this is supposed to be a single fire gun, and this is why you won't be able to get the fire selector to go all the way around. On the back you have, of course, another sling point and a really easy to access battery compartment. Just pull this, rotate it either left or right, and then here you have a mini Tamiya connector. Let me just see if I can get this out, probably using two hands. There you go. So you've got a mini Tamiya connector right there. Quite easy to use. You can fit a LiPo or a Life 12 milliamp quite easily, and yeah, really nice to use. Again, the whole construction of the gun is quite sturdy. The polymer, it's of a nice quality. Of course, you also have the option to get this in the wooden version, or you can get the wood bits separately and also add them. Apart from that, it's quite sturdy and solid. I was able to disassemble the gun and reassemble the gun because of the hop-up unit issue, and basically it's quite easy to disassemble, and you can see how the gun inside is made and how sturdy and well made it is. Apart from that, let's take a look at the chrono, guys. Okay, hey guys, so when I got the L1A1, as I mentioned before, there was a small issue with the hop-up, although I didn't know how to disassemble the gun. So the issue is easily fixed if you remove, the inner barrel, and you will need to, let me see if I get this in focus there, hold on. Basically, okay, let me get my hand there. Okay, there you go. So basically you will need to unscrew, right, and undo this screw, and then try to tighten it as much as you can, and the hop-up will be a lot stiffer. It was really easy with the vibration that was caused by firing. It was really easy for the hop-up to basically get out of the place. So right now, because I've tightened it, it's in place and it stays in place, which is great. So how to disassemble this gun? It's not difficult, although if you don't know, it can be kind of an issue. So basically, the hop-up unit, you just you just stick it in there. There you go, and all the way in, and that's it. And then also, what you need to do is basically you need to remove the handguard pin right there. You need to remove that handguard pin. You also need to take out the two screws that are here, and which are basically holding the sight, the back sight on there. You will also need to remove a body pin, which is right here on the magazine ejection lever, and you need to remove these two screws as well, which are on the body of the gun. And so this is the pin that goes into the magazine release lever. And also you will need to remove, of course, the four screws that are holding these two pieces together, which hold the inner barrel in place. Apart from that, it's quite and finally, you will need, there is this dust cover right there, which you'll need to basically slide back, and it will come off so quite easily. Of course, the first time you'll do this, things might be a bit tight, but you'll be able to do it, such as I did. It's not a big deal. and it's just an adjustment. It's a shame it came like this, but it's not a big issue now because I fixed it and it's working. It's just for those who are less less handy with the tools, it might be a bit harder, but again, not impossible. Okay, so this is the this is the huge BB loader that the gun comes with, and it just basically fill it up and push all the BBs in there, and that's it. Okay, there they are. And so I'm using 9.9 life battery and 0.2 gram BBs. Okay, so now let's see how many FPS can we get from the ARES L1A1. So as you can see, we can get around 340 FPS, which is quite consistent. This is, of course, I would say the UK version because of the FPS limits. Although being a DMR, you can definitely, for some sites, you can upgrade the spring and push it all the way to 450, which I would really recommend because this is supposed to be a DMR. Of course, you've got the option to run this on full auto by the way I've shown you how to do it. Or you can also buy the different fire selector. But again, this is a very long gun, and this is, I would say, very nice as a DMR gun. So definitely get a more powerful spring in there, and this is going to be a gun that already has a lot of range and quite a good accuracy with a stock barrel and with the hop-up unit. But then again, you can get a bit more of that of range and accuracy if you, at least range, if you basically upgrade the spring to a more powerful spring. Okay guys, Operator 7, over and out. Thanks for watching.
Ouch! Oh, the hitting is from here.
On the left! On the left!
Go!
Getting closer. Still come down here. Watch out, one right in front of you, see you there.